What's going on, y'all? You know where I'm at, and you know what I'm about to do. It's Player Partner Cal. I want to holler at the men real quick, the bros, and I want to talk about two things and tie them in together. I want to talk about the situation that's going on with Ma'Khia Bryant, and I want to talk about patriarchy and men taking the power back. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you know about the story that happened in Columbus. The day that Derek Chauvin got convicted was also the same day that Ma'Khia Bryant got killed by the police in Columbus, Ohio. So, to make a long story less long, there was an altercation with some grown-ups in Ma'Khia. These grown-ups or teenagers or whoever, they ended up going to a house. Ma'Khia decided to defend herself, right? She had a knife. She was gonna fight her attackers off. She also called the police for backup, for help. So the police get there, and while Ma'Khia is defending herself, she's looking like the aggressor in the situation, right? Instead of de-escalating the situation, the police shoot her in the chest 4 times, killing her. Unfortunate. Ma'Khia should still be alive. There's no reason why that cop couldn't have used a taser or shot her in the leg or just one shot, right? You got all kind of sides to this. People are taking the sides of the officer, and people are taking sides of Ma'Khia. I'm not here to take either side in that. This is what I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about the adults in that front yard that failed her. I want to talk about the adults that was instigating this shit, to the men that were in there kicking women in the fucking head. I want to talk about the chaos that ensued that allowed a Ma'Khia Bryant to happen. This is what happens when you don't have any real leadership. This is what happens when you don't have any real patriarchy in the community. This is what happens. It leads to fucking chaos. Ma'Khia was doomed from the start. If it wasn't from the police, it was gonna be from somebody else. She had no leadership. She had no provision. It looks like she had nobody in her corner trying to guide her in the right way. You kids, you teenagers, I understand. Kids fight. Look, it's gonna happen, right? You can't avoid that. But there's no reason why it should be adults around. You have adults around sitting here encouraging this shit. Y'all should be able to diffuse the situation before it gets to that point. Look, if we gonna fight, then guess what? We gonna go to the backyard and we gonna do a one-on-one. That's what we gonna do. Ain't gonna be no fucking knives. Ain't gonna be no jumping. None of that hood rat shit. All I saw in that video was degenerate gutter rope shit. Degenerate behavior. Practiced by everybody in that circle. Everybody in that front yard. Dude, especially the men out there. I don't know if it was one man. I just saw one man, but whoever, even just not the man, the adults. Y'all have a responsibility to diffuse situations before they go bad. But y'all sitting here encouraging the shit, trying to get a World Star clip, trying to go viral on TikTok or whatever, and now Ma'Khia done lost her fucking life. So yes, I put the responsibility on the cop that shot her, but I also put responsibility on every adult in that front yard that did not defuse that situation. Every last one of y'all. It's y'all fucking fault. And I put this on lack of patriarchy, lack of having vision, lack of having guidance, lack of saying, sit your ass the fuck down. And if we gonna fight, we gonna do this shit the right way. Look, I'm all for people fighting and getting it out. Look, I know, like I always say, we are intelligent human beings. We should be able to talk it out, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you gotta throw them things. I understand that. So if we gotta throw them things, let's go throw these things the right way. But nobody did that. Nobody did that at all.
Play me some Pippin, man.
And not as good as did. If you got a teenager in your life, a child in your life, especially you're a man, It's your responsibility to make sure that you guide her and you protect her. That way she doesn't end up like fucking Ma'Khia out there with a knife. I understand you having to have something to protect yourself, to defend yourself from, but what I'm saying is it should have never got to that point, y'all. It should have never got to that point. If somebody's trying to jump my daughter, look, I got a daughter, right? Somebody's trying to jump my daughter, I see 6 girls coming to the house. I'm gonna come outside, I'm gonna have something on me, right? I'm gonna have something on me, but I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't get to that point. And if it does get to that point, then I have to do what I have to do within reasons of the law. Look, these stand your ground laws, we all know that they work for white people. They don't really work for black people like that. But still, you have to make sure that you're doing everything right by the law as you possibly can. Because they're always going to turn around and flip it on you to make you out to be the villain. Let's just say this cop, he rolled up, he seen this, in his mind, he's saying, okay, this might be a free kill for me. He's going to get off. Because once he rolls up, the police camera, all it sees is Ma'Khia with the knife trying to stab somebody. So he can use that as justification to say, okay, I was trying to save a person's life. Even though we know the context is not like that, right? She was defending herself. They were coming to her. It don't matter. And I ain't saying this right. I'm just saying these are the facts. It don't fucking matter. He's still going to get off. He is going to walk. They're going to say he acted within the law. That's what they're going to do. And the camera footage proves that from him getting there, you know what I'm saying, versus what happened before he got there. Should he have gave commands? Yes. Should he have tried to use other reasons to subdue her? Yes. But y'all already know how these white supremacists are. You already know how they are. You know what they're going to do. He's going to get off. And you want to know why he's going to get off? Because the adults in that front yard failed her. Lack of leadership from the men and the women that call yourself adults. So the next time you want to be out here trying to, and this ain't for y'all, but this might be for other people that might see this, like the gutter roaches, the gutter nets. This can be you. This can be your child next. You sitting up here promoting this shit. It's one thing to make your child tough, to fight for themselves or whatnot, but that right there, all that could have been prevented. All of it. No provision. Lack of patriarchy. You see what lack of patriarchy has gotten us? Do y'all see this? I really want y'all to see this. This is what the lack of patriarchy has gotten us, y'all. This is what it's done. You got 15-year-olds out here with knives trying to stab people in the street. Fighting with adults. This is what we are now. And I know this ain't all of black society, but you already know the media, they're gonna magnify this and try to act like this is a representation of all of us, which we all know that's not true. But still, this is what we got. So, bruh, it's up to us. And I don't know what's going on with her real family, her real mother and father. I don't know what's going on with that. But if you can be in your child's life, even if you're not with the mom, you still need to be an influence as much as possible. And to make sure that your child don't end up like this. Trying to fight adults off or teenagers off with a fucking knife in the front yard. And you got people filming the shit. Like, it's, look, everybody filming it, you could have dropped the goddamn camera down and did something about it. Y'all act like a knife is a gun. You can take a stab wound, you can take a cut or something like that if you know what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? Kick ass in the fucking leg, in the kneecap or something. She'll probably be banged up, but she'll still be alive. But this is what we got, man.
Play me some Pippin, man.
Shit just sad. But anyway, that's my video for today. I'm about to go in here and do what I gotta do. Get a good day going. How about y'all do the same? Joe ass up.